Hello and welcome Toastmasters and guests to the Vasco Toastmasters Club of Area W2 International Speech Contest. I'm Chief Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Marcia Fernandez, and I welcome you all to this online contest. I would like to begin by stating the mission of a Toastmasters Club. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Some rules to be respected during the contest. Do not share your screen unless asked by the host. When the contest is in progress, kindly refrain from movements that distract the speaker. In case you need to move, please turn off your video before doing so. There will be a break given in between for you to drink water or stretch yourself, etc. Once the contest chair starts the contest, this virtual meeting room will be locked. You will be able to leave, but will not be able to return to the meeting room. Follow only the suggested naming convention. I wish you all a fantastic contest. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Siona, the contest chair for today's International Speech Contest. Over to you, Toastmaster Siona.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you, Toastmaster Marcy. Greetings, district officers, chief judge, Toastmaster Nigel, contest officials, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. Good morning, and a warm welcome to the online international speech contest of Vasco Toastmasters Club. The purpose of the international speech contest is to provide participants an opportunity to improve their speaking skills, to provide an opportunity to learn by observing the more proficient speakers who have benefited from their Toastmasters training. The International Speech Contest is the only contest that proceeds beyond the district to the region quarterfinal, semi-final, and all the way to the finals of the World Championship of Public Speaking. We have 4 contestants lined up today, and they are all set to dazzle us. They have been briefed about the rules and timings of the contest. The speaking order of the contestants has already been determined by a draw of lots. The speaking order is contestant number 1, Toastmaster Meenal; contestant number 2, Toastmaster Abrar; contestant number 3, Toastmaster Anthony; contestant number 4, Toastmaster Shivani. May I request the Zoom master to please spotlight the contestants when they are called to deliver their speech. Let me now explain the flow of the contest. The host will unmute the contestant as per the speaking order. Each contestant will get 30 seconds to check their audio and video and check the timer cards or the slides. There will be a 1-minute interval between speeches for the judges to mark their ballots. After all the contestants have finished their speeches, 3 minutes of silence will be observed to enable the judges to total their scores and send their ballots to the tally counter. All the contestants can remain in the room throughout the contest. Thank you. Chief Judge, Toastmaster Nigel, may we now begin the contest?
Yes, we can begin the contest.
Thank you. I now request the Zoom master to please spotlight contestant number 1, Toastmaster Meenal. Zoom master.
I have tried to. I think Toastmaster Meenal next is. problematic.
She's not in the room?
No, she's in the room, but her video is not coming on. No, she's not in the room anymore. She's dropped off. Chief Judge, Contest Chair, your call.
Sorry?
It's your call as to how we proceed. She has dropped off the meeting.
Okay, we give 2 attempts for the contestant to join back. So, can someone call her? So she says she has trouble with her connectivity.
Sina,
Yeah,
she's in the waiting room. We've just admitted her.
okay.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Am I visible?
You are. But there's a lag, I think. Can you see
Okay.
the timer cards? Timer, can you share the timer cards, please?
Yes, I can see them.
Are you ready? I think there is a lag.
Yes.
Okay. Toastmaster Minal, why do I need a mentor? Why do I need a mentor? Toastmaster Minal.
Why do I need a mentor? I have Googled to answer questions. I have a plethora of websites with words of wisdom.
I
And I'm
can't,
also subscribed to a lot of information. Why then do I need a mentor?
I can't see
Ever
Minal.
since I've graduated,
Can you see? I cannot see a video on of Minal. Do you see it? So Master, can you see Minal's video on?
Minal, your video is off and your audio is lagging. Minal, can you hear us? Minal has dropped off.
Okay, we give her another attempt to try back.
Yep.
Timer, please note. I think she's back, Ricky.
Hold on.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you, but we can't see you.
Still, my camera is on.
No, but we can't see you, Minal. At least I can't see you.
Yeah, Minal, I think your bandwidth is too low. It's just a blank screen for us.
Okay.
There's a lag, Minal. We can't hear you as well. Okay, now we can see you.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see something.
You see me?
Frozen screen. Chief Judge, it's your call. Would you like to see if she can give the speech with just audio?
It's up to her to take a call.
Toastmaster Victoria.
Hi, Rishab.
Meenal has opted out. She is not able to connect.
Okay.
Contest chair, we can move with the next speaker.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal. So, Master, please spotlight contestant number 2, Toastmaster Abrar. Toastmaster Abrar, you have 30 seconds to check your audio and video and pin the timer.
Okay, contest chair. Am I visible?
Yes, you are.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you see the timer cards?
Wait, let me check. Okay. I can see them.
All right.
Vicky,
Toastmaster.
the focus will be on me. I'll be spotlighted, right?
Yes.
Yes. So pin the timer cards.
Okay, okay.
All right. Toastmaster Abrar, the X Factor. The X Factor, Toastmaster Abrar.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the last contestant of today's competition, Abrar Syed from Class 6. Yay! If Edison had my teachers, he wouldn't have attempted the light bulb for 1,000 times. The reason is because they wouldn't allow him to fail. Hello, am I audible? Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check. Contest chair, fellow Toastmasters, Chief Judge, and my dear guests. Way back in 2006, I was in my class 6 and I participated in this elocution competition. As I started to speak, the mic stopped working and I became nervous. And instead of that, stopping there, I just took the mic, kept it aside, and I moved on. If you might have noticed, I have a very loud voice. So you can imagine I had just entered my adolescence and I had this voice with a loud bass. Like it had a lot of bass. After the speech, everyone said that, Abrar, you've got the loudest voice. You don't need a mic. And I felt confident. I decided that that's going to be my X factor and I wore it like a pride. And every time I looked within, I felt trembled and stigmatized, even at the thought of it. But for others, I just showed that it was a pride. Post competition, my teacher called me to the side and she said these wonderful words which have stuck with me till date. She said, the only thing you can control in your life, Abrar, is your effort. My child, I'm proud of you. You have given your best. Those words were stuck with me forever. Fast forward to 2016, I had got myself in another conundrum. And this time, I had participated in a national level selling competition, the best salesman. I qualified through all the rounds, and as I reached the final round, we were given different products. And to my surprise, I got pants. Pants with 2 holes. And you know where? Right on the buttocks. But what could I do? I thought it was damaged. I took those pants. I went back to the organizer and I told, could you please replace this pant? The organizer folded his hands, put on a proud smile and said, I have made those holes and you got to sell them. Till date, I couldn't realize why would he do that? Was this his multi-million-dollar idea? Or was he a fashion designer? I couldn't figure out. But it was my turn to get on the stage. I go ahead. I closed my eyes before entering the stage. And I said those words. The only thing you control in life, Abrar, is your effort. Give it your best shot. Took a step back, wore those pants with holes on, and aced it like a brand ambassador would. I know I cannot make the most out of it, but trust me, everyone that said that I aced the ramp walk, I couldn't explain how ashamed and how embarrassed I felt at that moment as well. But I had to sell the product. So I went ahead to the crowd and I said, guys, do you think these pants are cool? And they said, woo! I asked them that. Would you be buying it if Levi's would have sold them? They said, woo! So I said, look, if you can buy Levi jeans with holes in front and call it ripped jeans, then this is my friend Abrar Syed here selling you the ripped jeans. And everybody laughed and they thought I was hilarious. They thought I was funny. They thought I was confident, but nobody knew what was going within. How I felt. Friends and fellow Toastmasters present here. Life is all about choices. We are always stuck with people and situations. You can either complain about those choices, whine, or either shine. Nobody remembers the Monday. Who would remember if I did not have a loud voice? Who would remember if I wouldn't have walked out? But if you choose to take pride in your X Factor, then trust me, you're going to go a long way. Right now, you all think that I'm wearing this cool Jordan cap here with a floral shirt while everybody is dressed up in formals. No. You know why I'm wearing it? Because my barber messed up my hair. And this is very uncool. And right now, I am going to throw it. Guys, now I want you to remember me not as an exhibitionist, but instead as a wise fool who came on stage and gave you profound insights, but in an apparently banter. The choice is yours to call me whatever you can, but please do not forget your X Factor. Over to you, contest chair.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abrar. We now have 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. I now request the Zoom master to please spotlight contestant number 3, Toastmaster Anthony. Toastmaster Anthony, you have 30 seconds to check your audio video and pin the timer.
Am I audible?
You are?
Am I visible?
Yes. Could you be a little
Confirm.
louder though?
Yeah. Is it okay?
Yeah. Can you see the timer cards?
Yes, I can.
Thank you. Toastmaster Anthony, Journey of a Reader. Journey of a Reader, Toastmaster Anthony.
Back in 2009, I was in class 11. And it was during this time that I picked up, for the first time, my first novel. The novel was titled 3 Mistakes of My Life. Now, in picking this novel up, I was undoing one of the many mistakes of my life. Because it was that day a reader was born. Contest chair and fellow Toastmasters. As I passed my high school and joined higher secondary, I noticed that I was amidst my classmates who were quite well-read. Some of them had well-refined thoughts, and the views of many were quite contemporary on varied subjects. I could see some of my classmates visiting the library, whilst the others parading in the corridors with books with fancy covers. I felt a disconnect. There was a strong desire to fit in. It was at this point in time that I identified the lacuna in my life. And just like a new traveler who's only motivated by the fact that he wants to travel, would just go and pick up any pre-planned itineraries and set on the journey, I did the same. I went to the library and randomly picked up a book that I spoke to you about and started reading. That was the start. Since then, I have read many authors and titles. Many stories have stayed with me, but many are forgotten. Many are forgotten, just like those books in the libraries, which are draped in a thick blanket of dust. Here I was, discovering. Invariantly, I continued reading. And I noticed that now I could contribute to the discussions and the little tete-a-tetes that used to happen in the college. So much so that I did have heads turning, but I articulated my thoughts. Seems like the journey that had started was now gaining momentum. As time flew by, I started reading more and more. And I noticed that I could read faster than usual. It was about reading, even though I could not retain everything that I was reading. Reading was a habit that I couldn't undo. A little time in future, the journey was to take a different direction. Just like a traveler who's quite experienced now curates his itineraries, this reader took cognizance of what his preferences are. I started choosing my titles, my authors, my subjects very wisely. I started perusing non-fiction autobiographies. It was a complete different experience. And as the consequences of the new decision unfolded, I'm sure on one side, Amazon.com must have had increase in sales from this one client, because every second day I had a new book delivered to my doorstep. But at the same time, I realized that there were changes in me. I was excited and thrilled because I started noticing a difference in the way I would reason, in the way I would speak, and in the vocabulary that I would use. Looks like the journey that this reader had started was at its highest. Now, every every rising action has a falling reaction. A similar trend was replicated in my journey as well. Now, given the profession that I am in, I had to do a lot of academic reading, multiple coursework and allied reading, writing papers, and hence do a lot of research work. I found no time to read what I really wanted to. And in doing so, I think this reader who was set on a journey was getting lost. Ladies and gentlemen, though the academic reading and other readings have accelerated my thinking, my reading, the attention span has improved and there's retention. A smile is missing. And however, to counter that, ladies and gentlemen, there was something that happened to me. Now, I've had friends, classmates, family members, and even students coming to me and telling me, Anthony, reading is not my cup of tea. In fact, some of you who are watching me right now, you must be thinking the same, that I would prefer maybe watching a movie than reading. And why not? Everybody has their preferences. But then why read? Why read? If you notice, when we say read, it does not necessarily mean read those well-jacketed, leather-bound books, but you may be reading anything. You could be reading a pamphlet that you must have received from a supermarket or a long Facebook post. Reading does help to improve the capabilities, be it linguistic or be it their personality. So, ladies and gentlemen, at this point in time, when the world is going through a pandemic, I ensured I read some of the books that were on my shelves. They were resting for a very long time. And I did get back to the journey. The journey was on again. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, read, read, and read. Because you will see the difference not instantly over a period of time. Today, as I narrate to you my journey as a reader, I hope amongst one of you somewhere down there, there would be one person who would start their journey as a reader. On this chair.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anthony. We now maintain a minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballot. I now request the Zoom master to please spotlight Toastmaster Shivani, contestant number 4. Toastmaster Shivani, you have 30 seconds to check your audio and your video and pin the timer.
Am I visible and audible?
Yes.
Audible clearly, like in timer cards. Yes, I can see the timer cards.
Can you flip the timer?
Yes. Okay. I can see the timer cards clearly.
Thank you. Toastmaster Shivani, role reversal, Toastmaster Shivani.
Only when you will be a parent, you will realize all the things your parents have done for you. Similarly, I think only when you will be a teacher, you will realize what type of student you have been. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters, contest chair, honorable judges, and my dear guests. I'm Shivani Keni, and I teach psychology for high secondary students. I started teaching last year in August. Yes, I was jumping with joy for getting a job in this pandemic. Let me be clear first, being a teacher was never my aim. Yes, I have played teacher with my siblings. I've seen my aunt connect with a student, correct papers, and prepare notes. But I did not picture myself doing the same. However, I do like to explain and share my knowledge, so I thought I'd give teaching a try. For a long time, I believed that teaching is a powerful profession. Teachers can empower our future generation. They can change and mold them in the right direction. Teachers shape our country, our society, and thereby our world. There's absolutely no doubt that teaching is one of the oldest and the most respected profession there ever was and ever will be. And I'm glad to be a part of this large community. My teachers have shaped my life as well. I remember their life teachings, their stories, the enthusiasm with which they entered the class. They have shaped my life. My physics sir always said this quote: take care of small things and the big things will take care by themselves. I strongly follow that quote even now. Over the years, I've had my favorite teachers. The ones who who kept the window of innovation open, who let students define themselves. They gave wings to their students and gave them freedom to fly. I really like such teachers. I have an image of how an ideal teacher should be, and my ideal self wants to be that teacher. That teacher who will light a spark of curiosity and passion within students. But in reality, things are very different. I'm having difficulty in connecting with my students. Online classes are a challenge in itself, and I wasn't prepared for such challenges, wherein I don't get to see my students, nor do I get to hear them out. Each time I tell my student to switch on their camera or unmute themselves, I get no response. Oh wait, I do get their responses. That internet has some issues. Each time I ask them questions, I hope to get an answer. It's okay even if the answer is not correct. But again, internet issues, don't let them answer. Each time I ask them whether they have completed their homework or no, I fear I'll get disappointed. I will get disappointed by myself. I doubt whether my topic or homework wasn't interesting enough, or whether I lack in my teaching skills that they are not listening to me. Even when my students fail in my paper, I feel I have failed to teach them. I have failed to build up that interest in them. For a long time, I thought teachers have a lot of ego. But now I know for sure that they do not have ego at all. To be honest, I wasn't a great student as well. I had taken my teachers for granted throughout my school life. I wasn't obedient. I never submitted my assignments on time. Not that I scored that good marks. I was always an average student. I was the most talkative and the most distracted student in my class. Hence, whenever I feel disrespected, I tend to retrospect on my journey as a student. Let me give you a small example. In my master's, I had one of my teachers was overly attached to a student. She was emotionally attached to a student. Me and my friends always made fun of that. We found her sentimental and irrational. Back of our mind, I thought, why would she let her students hurt her? Why is she attached to her students? Why is she letting her students control her life? Well, ironically, I feel the same. I am emotionally attached to my students. Now I know exactly what my teacher felt. Maybe this had to happen for me to realize or for me to step in my believe by reflecting back on my student life, I will get answers to all my questions. I know one thing for sure, teaching is all about giving. It's about giving without having any expectations. My perception of how I teach and the reality of how I teach are two different things. I am seeking to be a guru instead of just a psychology teacher. I am waiting to form a deeper bond with my student. I am constantly trying to add creativity and element to my subject to make it more interesting. Well, I guess I have a long way to go. My students have many things to teach me, and I suppose the roles have reversed in the right direction. Let's see how I graduate from this college. Thank you. Over to you, contest chair.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivani. We will now have 3 minutes of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have had a fabulous contest with amazing speeches, and I have so enjoyed being the contest chair. I hope you have enjoyed these fabulous speeches too. Let's give a round of applause to all the contestants and the contest officials for a job well done. Can I have some reactions? We will not have the interviews of the contestants because they are participating in the table topic contest. We will do so at the after the table topics contest. But now we will have a short break of 3 minutes only. So, Master, can you please help the other contestants to test their audio video in case they want to do so? Toastmaster Victoria?
Yeah, 1 second. I'm just doing the breakout room for the chief judge.
Okay.
Okay, everyone has the ability to unmute themselves. So go ahead, test as you please. We can go in order. All ISC contestants who are now table topics contestants, please rename yourselves. Abrar, please rename your laptop. Okay, shall we test in order? So,
Master,
hi, yes.
am I audible?
Yep.
Visible?
Yep. Good. Thank you. All right, next. Anthony, you're the first contestant?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Toastmaster Manish. Are you here?
Hello.
Hi. There you are. Okay.
Am I visible?
Yes.
Audible too?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Are you going to be sitting when you give the table topic?
Yeah, I would prefer that.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, cool. Okay. Next, Toastmaster Usha. Sorry, test.
I'm audible.
Yes.
I'm visible.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Next, Toastmaster Shivani. You want to test yours again?
Yes, am I audible and visible?
Yep. Cool. Thank you. Toastmaster Rishabh.
Am I audible?
Audible, yes. Visible, you need to.
Just a minute. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. All good?
I would recommend either turning it slightly because you're standing right in front of the light, and so there's a glare behind you.
Am I audible and visible now?
Good. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Toastmaster Ashley.
Yes.
Hi. 1 second.
Am I audible
Yep.
and visible?
Completely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Toastmaster Abrar. Toastmaster Abrar. Ah. Where are you?
Am I visible?
No, video's not on. Ah. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool. Toastmaster Saurav.
Am I audible?
1 second. Yeah.
Am I visible?
Yes. Thank you. Toastmaster Clifford.
Victoria,
Hi.
Clifford's not participating. He's got
Oh,
some urgent work. He
sorry.
won't be able to participate. And Chief Judge and Contest Chair, please note, Toastmaster Meenal won't be participating for the table topic contest as well. She
So
still
8
has
contestants total.
network issues.
So there are only 8 contestants.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Contest chair, the chief judge and tally counters are out. So whenever, just so you know, everyone's back in the main room.
Yeah, contest chair, I'm just waiting for one of the judges to join back.
Zoom Master, can you confirm if the timer screen is visible? Hello.
Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, it's visible.
Oh.
Okay, before we continue, Chief Judge, can you officially announce the changed number of contestants?
Yeah, so currently there will be, I think, 8 participants for table topics. Because okay, just to confirm, so I'm rereading the order of the participants for table topics. First is Anthony, second is Manish, third is Usha, fourth is Shivani, fifth is Rishabh, sixth is Ashley, seventh is Abrar, and eighth will be Saurabh.
I will read that again,
Okay.
Nigel,
Okay.
for the sake of the judges.
Okay. Yeah, thanks.
Can we start?
One of our
Okay.
judges is having issues with logging
Sure,
in.
sure. Just tell me when I have to start.
Yeah. Sure.
May I request everyone to switch on their videos? In the meantime, I think we can have a group picture. Zoom master.
Yeah, I mean,
First,
go for it.
yeah, some more videos, please.
Someone else should take the picture though, because I need to work on. Oh no, wait, I'll do it.
I can do that, but I need all the videos on.
Tanvi, Ashley, Amit.
Pranav,